What is up, everybody? This is my AEW Fight for the Fallen review. So let's jump right into it. To start off the show, we had Kody defending the TNT Championship tonight on kickoff for a Fight for the Fallen against Sonny Kiss. This was a pretty decent match between Kody and Sonny Kiss. To start off the show, Kody was defending his TNT Championship over Sonny Kiss tonight on AEW Tonight Fight for the Fallen. This was a pretty decent match between Kody and Sonny Kiss. This match was alright. I mean, I liked it for what it was. It was a decent one-on-one match between Kody and Sonny Kiss tonight for the TNT Championship tonight at AEW Fight for the Fallen. This was a decent match. It wasn't a great match, but it was decent enough for enjoyment. I enjoyed it for what it was. It was decent. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. These two put on a decent match tonight. Kody and Sonny Kiss put on a very decent match. I enjoyed it for what it was. It wasn't the best match by any means, but it was enough to entertain me for what it was. I did like it. I thought it was decent. I thought Sonny Kiss and Kody did an absolute job in their first match tonight. I thought they did a great job. They went out there and absolutely, had a decent match to start off the show tonight at AEW Fight for the Fallen. This was a decent match for the TNT Championship with Kody versus Sonny Kiss in the first match to kick off AEW Fight for the Fallen. This was a decent match. I thought it was really decent. I liked it for what it was. It wasn't the greatest match and it wasn't the best match. It was decent enough for me to enjoy it for what it was. I did like it. I thought these two put on a good match. I thought these two put on a decent match tonight for the TNT Championship tonight at Daly's Place at AEW Fight for the Fallen. I thought this match was decent. I did enjoy it for what it was. Sonny Kiss and Kody absolutely put on a decent match in the first match tonight at AEW Fight for the Fallen for the TNT Championship. This was a really decent match. Was it a good match? No, but it was just decent. It was just decent enough to be decent for what it was. It was a decent match. It was enjoyable. I really enjoyed it for what it was. And Kody ended up retaining his TNT Championship against Sonny Kiss tonight at AEW Fight for the Fallen. When Kody kicked off AEW Fight for the Fallen tonight against Sonny Kiss for the TNT Championship. This match was decent. I enjoyed it for what it was. It was a decent match. It wasn't the best match by no means, but it was decent. And then we had FTR versus the Lucha Bros in a tag team match. This was probably the best match of the night tonight at AEW Fight for the Fallen with FTR versus the Lucha Bros. I'm a huge fan of Rey Fenix, and I'm a huge Pentagon Dark fan from when he was in Lucha Underground, so I'm a huge fan of the Lucha Bros. And, this match tonight with FTR and the Lucha Bros was a good match. I admit it. This was a very, very good tag team match between FTR and the Lucha Bros tonight in the second match at AEW Fight for the Fallen tonight. This tag team match was very, very good, man. I enjoyed this match between FTR and the Lucha Bros tonight at AEW Fight for the Fallen. I enjoyed it. It was a fun match. It was very enjoyable. I love this match, man. These two tag teams absolutely went out tonight at AEW Fight for the Fallen and absolutely stole the show in a classic tag team match. This tag team match was an absolute classic. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a very fun tag team match. It was probably the best match of the night in my opinion. This probably was the best match of the night. FTR and the Lucha Bros had a very, very good tag team match tonight at AEW Fight for the Fallen. This was a very good tag team match, man. I enjoyed it. I'm going to admit it. FTR and the Lucha Bros had a classic tag team match tonight at AEW Fight for the Fallen. I would absolutely go back and rewatch this match again tonight with FTR and the Lucha Bros tonight at AEW. I would absolutely go back and rewatch this tag team match again because it was an absolute classic. Great tag team wrestling. This tag team match was very, very good. I enjoyed it, man. This was a very good tag team match. In the second match of the night tonight at AEW Fight for the Fallen, and the FTR ended up picking up the win over the Lucha Bros tonight at AEW Fight for the Fallen. The Lucha Bros aren't being pushed for whatever reason. I don't understand it. The Lucha Bros are being buried. I don't understand that. When the Lucha Bros should be pushed, they're not getting the push that they deserve. I think the Lucha Bros are one of the better tag teams in AEW, and I believe they're getting I think they're getting the short end of the stick, and they're not being pushed the way that they should be pushed. But I just don't understand why Tony Khan is not using the Lucha Bros in the way that he could be using them. I just don't understand that. But tonight, the FTR ended up picking up the win over the Lucha Bros in a very, very good in a very good tag team match tonight at AEW Fight for the Fallen. And then we had the Nightmare Sisters versus Kenzie Page and MJ Jenkins. This was an alright women's tag team match. It was what it was for me. I thought it was enjoyable for the most part. It was what it was. The Nightmare Sisters looked absolutely great. I mean, this was the debut of the Nightmare Sisters tonight on AEW Fight for the Fallen. We had the debut of the Nightmare Sisters with Allie and Brandy Rhodes. This is a brand new women's tag team on AEW. The Nightmare Sisters look absolutely awesome. I think they're going to be a great tag team. I think they got a lot of skill. I think they're athletic. I think Brandy Rhodes plays well. I think Brandy Rhodes plays well off of Allie. I think Allie plays well off of Brandy as well. So I think the Nightmare Sisters are going to go really far in AEW. This match with Kenzie Page and MJ Jenkins tonight was all right for what it was. It was a decent women's tag team match. These two women are just jobbers right at this point. Kenzie Page and MJ Jenkins, they're just jobbers at this point. They're just. I mean, do I think that the Nightmare Sisters will be women's tag team champs? Absolutely. Do I think AEW is going to bring in women's tag team championships? Yes. Why? Because I think they're gonna put the tag team women's championships on the Nightmare Sisters. That's my opinion. I think the Nightmare Sisters are gonna be the new AEW women's tag team champs, since they picked up their win tonight over Kenzie Page and MJ Jenkins tonight in a women's tag team match that was decent enough just for what it was. It wasn't the best women's tag team match. It was just a get-me-over women's tag team match tonight to show the debut of the Nightmare Sisters. So there you go. And then we had a segment with Jon Moxley. We had a very awesome segment with Jon Moxley. I like the segment with Jon Moxley. I like that Jon Moxley is being himself in AEW. I'm glad that AEW is allowing Jon Moxley to be himself as the beast that he is. Jon Moxley is an absolute beast. I'm glad AEW is allowing Jon Moxley to just do whatever he wants to do. I'm glad AEW is giving Jon Moxley creative freedom over whatever he wants to do. I think that is really awesome. But we had a really awesome segment with Jon Moxley tonight on AEW. And then we had a segment with Nyla Rose. I just don't care. Nyla Rose is completely annoying to me. I don't care. We found out who Nyla Rose's manager is. It is Vicky Guerrero. So Nyla Rose made the announcement that she was going to get a manager. And tonight, Nyla Rose announced that her manager is Vicky Guerrero. I don't care. I just don't care that Vicky Guerrero is Nyla Rose's manager. I just do not care. And then we had the Jurassic Express versus the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. Another tag team match. Was decent. It wasn't that great. It was decent enough for what it was. It was an alright tag team match. It did nothing for me. Another tag team match on AEW. I'm just going to be honest. I'm over tag team wrestling right now, guys. I don't care about tag team wrestling at this point. This was just your basic run of the mill tag team match tonight with the Jurassic Express versus Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. This match was decent enough for what it was. It wasn't that great. It was decent enough for what it was. And Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks pick up the win over Jurassic Express tonight at AEW Fight for the Fallen. This was just your ordinary run-of-the-mill tag team match. So there you go. And then we had the main event of the night at AEW Fight for the Fallen, which was Jon Moxley versus Brian Cage. This by far was the best match of the night tonight at AEW Fight for the Fallen between Jon Moxley and Brian Cage for the AEW World Championship. This was an absolute great match. I loved it, man. These two guys are absolute beasts. Jon Moxley kept working on the arm of Brian Cage. The AEW commentary was absolute on point tonight when they were selling the the tricep injury of Brian Cage, and there's like Jon Moxley's gonna hurt Brian Cage. He's gonna re-injure that tricep that put Brian Cage on the shelf for 4 months. And there's like Jon Moxley just kept working on the arm of Brian Cage, and the AEW commentary did a good job of selling that point of the tricep injury that put Brian Cage on the shelf. I really like that about the AEW commentary tonight, how they kept playing up to the fact that Jon Moxley was going to re-tear the tricep injury of Brian Cage that put Brian Cage on the shelf for 4 months. I really like that point. I think the AEW commentary did a great job of playing up to that fact. I really did like that. I think the AEW commentary did a really great job with that. The AEW commentary kept talking about how Jon Moxley was targeting the injured tricep arm of Brian Cage during their match tonight at AEW at Fight for the Fallen in the main event for the AEW World Championship. They kept talking about how Jon Moxley kept targeting Brian Cage's arm, and how Jon Moxley was going to re-injure the tricep that Brian Cage had tore before, that put him on the shelf for 4 months. The AEW commentary did a good job of playing up to that fact. I really liked that. That was an absolute great thing to do. I absolutely like that. But this match tonight between Jon Moxley and Brian Cage was an absolute great best match of the night at AEW tonight at AEW Fight for the Fallen by far, hands down. Jon Moxley and Brian Cage absolutely destroyed each other. These men had a great match. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun match. It was enjoyable. These two men are absolute beasts inside of the ring as well. And Jon Moxley kept working on the arm of Brian Cage the whole match. And the AEW commentary kept selling up to the point that Jon Moxley is going to re-tear the tricep injury of Brian Cage that put him on the shelf for 4 months. I really like that the AEW commentary sold that fact. I really like that. But this match tonight between Jon Moxley and Brian Cage tonight at AEW Fight for the Fallen in the main event for the AEW World Championship was a very, very good match. I enjoyed it. Would I go back and watch this match again? Absolutely. I would absolutely go back and rewatch this match between Jon Moxley and Brian Cage tonight at AEW Fight for the Fallen in the main event for the AEW World Championship. I would absolutely go back and rewatch this match, man. This match was good. I enjoyed it. I liked it. I thought it was a good match. It was good for a main event. So I thought it was a good match. And Taz ended up throwing in the towel to stop Jon Moxley from re-injuring Brian Cage. So Taz ended up throwing in the towel. That would end up stopping the match when Taz threw in the towel to stop the match from Jon Moxley re-injuring Brian Cage. And Jon Moxley retains his AEW World Championship over Brian Cage tonight in the main event of AEW Fight for the Fallen. So I'm gonna give AEW Fight for the Fallen a 4.4 out of 10. I like the Lucha Bros and FTR match. I like the tag team match between FTR and the Lucha Bros. And I like the main event match between Brian Cage and Jon Moxley at AEW Fight for the Fallen in the main event for the AEW World Championship. I love that match. I thought it was a fun match. I enjoyed it. These two guys absolutely destroyed each other in the main event of AEW Fight for the Fallen for the AEW World Championship. So I'm gonna go 4.4 out of 10 for AEW Fight for the Fallen tonight. I'm going 4.4 out of 10. This is my AEW Fight for the Fallen review. This is my AEW Fight for the Fallen review. If you guys like this AEW Fight for the Fallen review, hit that thumbs up. And guys, tell me what you guys thought about AEW Fight for the Fallen tonight down in the comment section below. What matches did you guys enjoy tonight at AEW Fight for the Fallen? What matches did you guys enjoy? I want to know your guys' thoughts and opinions on AEW Fight for the Fallen tonight down in the comment section below of this video. And if you guys like the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Hit that bell for all notifications. That way you guys won't miss an upload or a live stream here on the channel. And I want to say thank you guys for your love and support. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for commenting on my videos, for watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. And I want to say thank you guys for all your love and support. It means the world to me. And I just want to say thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for your continued love and support. And guys, this has been my AEW Fight for the Fallen review. And guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that bell for all notifications. I'd appreciate it. And hope you guys have a blessed night. And I love you guys. And I will talk to you guys later. I am out, guys. You guys have a great night. Take care. Much love. I'm out. Peace.